Hi, good morning. My name is Kaysian Gordon from Kaysian Financial Planning, and I have another topic to share with you. The topic is, what does a big refund, a tax refund, really mean? So it's come up a few times in the last week or so, and I wanted to answer that question for you. So I saw an article in the last week that said Tyler Perry fired his entire accounting staff because the IRS owed him $9 million. Now, is that really such a bad thing that the IRS owed him $9 million? For him, yes. And that means that his accounting staff had overpaid the IRS by $9 million. And as such, he had given a loan basically to the government for $9 million, and he was not going to get any interest back from that money. So for him, it was a really, really big deal. Now, how does that have anything to do with you? You might not be getting $9 million back, but every year when you file your tax return and you look forward to this large refund, that's in essence what you've done. You have given the government, the IRS, an interest-free loan that they've had your money for that time, and now they're going to give it back to you and without any interest. So when you're doing this, can you think about how else could my money have served me if I'd gotten more of that money back over the course of the year and gotten back a smaller refund? Could you have saved? Could you have paid debt down? Could you have invested that money in other places that you really needed to? So when you get a large refund, that simply means that you have allowed the government to borrow your money without giving you back any interest, and then they give it back to you. So one of the ways to fix this is to look at your tax withholdings. How much is coming out of your paycheck on a weekly or biweekly basis or monthly? How much is going to the government? If you're consistently getting back a large refund, you need to adjust that and to make sure that it's appropriately done for your particular tax situations, because you might have big deductions if you have a mortgage interest that you're paying off, or different kinds of deductions that go towards reducing your tax bill. Now, on the converse of that is, are you owing the government every single year? And so now you're ending up with penalties for not paying in enough. One way to fix that is to go back and look at what your withholdings are and to adjust that accordingly. So if you have it accounted for one way, you might add in sending an extra $50 or $100 per month, or looking at your number and dividing by 12 or 24, depending on how frequently you get paid, and making sure that the government is getting what they are due. Because regardless of what you make, you still have a certain amount of tax obligation that you need to pay. So you want to make sure that you're not getting too large a refund, but you're also not owing the government, because it could ultimately cost you in additional penalties and interest that you have to pay back. So again, what does getting a big refund mean for you? It means that you've given away your money to hold and you're just getting it back. That's simply what a refund is. So I would encourage you to look at where you're standing, and especially as we still have a few months in the year to plan, to make adjustments as appropriate so that you don't end up with a large refund. And by the way, when you do get that refund, if you're in that situation, make sure you're spending it wisely. Make sure that you're using it for something that you can invest it or get some long-term benefit for it, but also adjust it accordingly so that you don't keep getting large refunds. I'll talk to you soon, and I look forward to just, if you are benefiting from this and you think others should be benefiting as well, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Again, my name is Kaysian Gordon from Kaysian Financial Planning, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.